Yeah.
An interesting matchup. The Wolf's just general good moves, good frame data, and good range. Usually beats characters that are slower than him, but we're going to give the exception to Steve there, who has an even stronger combo game than Wolf will.
Oh, yeah. I have not seen 808 Steve specifically, but Steve in general just has, 50% combos. Okay.
And very strong combos on fast fallers.
Yeah. And that's not even, that wasn't even the most optimal combo. There's these ladder combos with blocks you can kind of just take your opponents for a ride.
If you get spacies with that low 0% jab on a different grade tool, you can't kill with it. But also the thing is, so Wolf likes using the gun. Steve has a pretty strong answer to gun from far range. Just fill the wall.
That, and you can also minecart and force them to jump into the air and then anti-air with up tilt. There's just, Steve has options for so many different situations.
With the being able to place blocks is such a strong option, just for how much it opens up what Steve can do.
Yeah, definitely. All right, finding the background platform. If that was strong, he definitely would have killed. But
with a glide up, he's gonna be hard. He's hard to edgeguard for every character.
Yeah, you have to.
Ooh, what a call out on that grab.
You have to do it deliberately. Oh.
Didn't quite get the, I think, TNT setup he wanted. There's some setups you can do, because the friendly fire hitbox is out later than the normal one, and Steve should get air dodge through it, but didn't quite get there.
Didn't get there, but still gets a little extra percent. Still up by about 50, so that's fine. But Wolf is one of those characters, has that strong combo game we're talking about. Finding the forward air and just keeping on this ledge trap situation is one of the most brutal things Wolf has in their arsenal.
And we're seeing 808 very comfortable with these grabs, which is something you're going to want to notice as Zoo, because you don't want Steve to be comfortable with that move. It is, while it's big range-wise, it is risky to throw out, and Steve gets a lot off of it. So you don't want him being comfortable with that.
Definitely not. Oh, and I like that they're just kind of holding down a little bit on ledge so they could they get that, as Wolf used to do once upon a time.
Yeah.
Okay, finally up smash.
But finding even game between our opponents, I like that. He was throwing out the shine for the dare.
Yeah, just kind of a heads-up play. I don't think we've seen any dares yet, so it's just kind of matchup knowledge for Steve. Gonna find the forward air, though.
A few to edge guard, but not from that high, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, glide, we have very versatile recovery option. And with gold weapons, these are going to be safe on Wolf Shield.
Yeah.
Too high percent-wise to be going for like the jab full carry off there, so you're trying to get the a more damaging combo.
Oh, and getting hit with the up smash, and that actually is killing here on
He's going to come back with Diamond. So Diamond has a longer build craft time than the other ones, and if the crafting table's not right under Steve, he will not have invincibility by the end of it. There's a little bit of matchup tricks.
But luckily for 808 it was there, so now, unless he has this for probably the remainder of the stock.
But yeah, depends on how much mining he'll do, because the axe is on this stage, which some Steves, including myself, think that's the worst stage attribute to have, because that's your combo tool, so it will degrade your combo tool for your resource gathering.
Yeah. Zoo does not care about the resources, though, right now. He is just keeping on this pressure back here.
And it's working. Quite an even game.
Yeah, he's keeping this even despite a not great start, but...
You do not want to be poking the blocks with something that can be hit. Because you will take... it's like with Olimar, when you put a Pikmin on you, you can't just hit the Pikmin off, because you're locked in the animation longer from the hit lag.
Yeah.
And if you delete the block, Steve can just immediately hit you.
And that's exactly what happened there. We saw the F smash. Diamond F smash is a crazy move.
And that's even something for Wolf, all of his disjoint, it's not something easy for him to deal with. You think, oh, you can F-tilt, but then the freeze frames are his claws sticking out, and you can hit those. That's actually one of the attributes for Steve's worst matchups, something like Cloud and Sephiroth, where they can hit the wall, they can just take out the block wall, and Steve's like, yeah, big sword.
Big sword.
Yeah, I'm not doing much about that.
Yeah, because Wolf has range, but it's a different kind of range.
It's not entirely disjointed range.
No. It's like...
It is good range. Don't know what's wrong.
You have range, but you don't have big sword Ike range.
Yeah. I don't think that's great. I don't think he wanted to do the F smash. I think he wanted to convert that jab into the F tilt walk at that low percent.
Yeah, more than likely. Surprised he didn't go for a forward air there off of that mistech, but still able to keep up the advantage, 71%.
I like that shine on the minecart. It's a good counterplay to... This minecart can be a strong tool, but not one without counterplay.
Yeah, definitely. Especially, I mean, for some characters, it's hard to kind of play it, but when you have Wolf, you similarly have an option for 99% of situations.
We saw there throwing out probably a cart, but he didn't have the resources for it. And that signaled Zoo to just come in.
And sometimes, though, you can use that with wave bounces for tricky movement, but wasn't quite ready for it.
I like that, because 808 hasn't been building the full wall, just the first block, and that does give you an opening to come in for shorter characters.
Yeah. Wolf, not the tallest, but probably mid-range, honestly.
Dash attack does let him sneak under the block.
Yeah. Getting that low profile open. And
so
trying to push in a little bit, but not finding the most.
Something other matchup-wise for Steve, you usually have to get a block at a certain height for your projectiles, like boomerangs or arrows. First or second block will block Wolf Laser, because Wolf Laser is so large. And it's right in the middle.
Yeah, 808 keeping that in mind. Oh, gonna get minecart and using that to get diamond.
I like that because it wouldn't have been a very strong follow-up with how far behind the cart 808 was, but getting diamond, that's strong.
Yeah, I don't think he could have gotten F smash off of that. Oh, keeping that block and just teching off of it.
The throw going right behind the block, 808 was probably trying to see if he could get this cheeky little block stage spike.
Yeah. Luckily for Zoo, not getting caught by it.
Not getting caught by it and expanding this lead.
Yeah, honestly. Oh, still living.
Still living, but just barely from opposite stage. You gotta be careful coming back.
Yeah. Anything on like one side of the stage, anything blood center stage, you're dying to it now.
I like he was trying to get that right as the TNT blew up. Couldn't quite get it, but F-throw still puts him on ledge. It's a good angle for a throw.
Yeah. It honestly doesn't matter as long as you keep yourself in a good position. I like how Zoo's changing his playstyle. He's playing a lot more passive than he was at the start of the game. He's not focusing on aggression as much.
Which I think is also a very smart play with how strong Steve's school can be.
Yeah, I think honestly the aggression at the start of the game is what you're doing because you're trying to minimize the resources Steve can get.
But he's designed to be able to deal with that. Ooh. A fast side B. 808 wasn't quite ready for it. And while Steve's tools, especially Diamond, incredibly safe on shield, doesn't mean they're safe on whiff.
We're in a last stack situation here. Steve is behind. Doesn't have the most resources except for
We see right here Wolf being one of the characters that does actually struggle with the 2-block wall.
Yeah, honestly, 808 is just doing his best to keep Zoo out right now.
Keep Zoo out, but Zoo is not biting. He's not overcommitting on these approaches.
Well, yeah. That's one of the things Wolf does. Has so many safe options, getting that reverse nair.
I like going for strong but non-committal 2 frames against Steve, because as I mentioned, you're especially Wolf, who can't go deep, he's probably not getting that edge guard.
Yeah, there's nothing Wolf can really try to do there except for the 2 frame. Oh!
Not teching his own block, so he gets put back. I was waiting patiently for the ledge trap.
Yeah, I think that was a damn if you don't situation.
He has diamond tools. That could have been very dangerous if he gets a jab across stage. He can combo jab to F smash on Wolf. Building the wall and then leaving as soon as Wolf jumps over.
Yeah, Zoo just kind of looking to stay in this area.
That's a very dangerous setup for Wolf to get around with the platform there.
That is terrifying.
But Zoo doing that, playing that very smart, getting around
Yeah, in that situation, Steve is your sleep paralysis Steven.
There's a lot of iron, and with diamond tools, I think we're going to be seeing a lot of iron-based moves coming out.
Oh yeah. Definitely.
And now we're seeing like the landing dares.
He has the resource to do it, but he needs to play careful. He's been using this axe a lot.
It's diamond axes can be, especially from the back like we saw there. I believe that is -2 or -1 depending on the staleness.
Okay, and getting the outward hitbox to that
Zoo showing smart matchup knowledge. When he was hitting that very safe axe up tilt loop, he just left. He didn't try to punish it, jumped out and left.
Yeah, he said no thank you.
Yeah, I'm not taking 50 from axe.
Yeah, instead, I like how Zoo's playstyle is very dynamic. Yeah. At the beginning of the games, when he's trying to minimize resources, he's starting in that last game at least. He pushed it really hard, and then at the end, when he saw 808 starting to get low in resources again, pushed the advantage really hard. And
I like that he understood the consequences, because as he was letting Steve 808 mine more in that second game, that means he had diamond immediately on the last stock too, but he didn't overcommit.
Yeah, definitely. I think finding those parts where you're not trying to. It's inevitable Steve's going to get resources. It's hard to...
Unless you're playing like a really bad Steve matchup.
Yeah. Or you're super duper rushdown character.
Yeah.
Even more so than a Wolf.
Yeah.
But I think more so keeping it so try to minimize it as long as you can to punish Steve while he doesn't have the resources, and then when Steve gets the resources, playing that slow style that Wolf's so good at with laser, F-tilt, etc.
Which is especially because he was making sure 808 never ran away with a lead, which is important for that playstyle. You can't just let Steve, like, you can't play passively against Steve if he has the lead.
Yeah, definitely not. And 808 not able to get the ridiculous combos Steve is known for, really.
Because Zoo has been playing smart and not really giving them. Up smash is very risky to throw out. While it is fast, active, if it doesn't hit, there's no hitbox around you. And this was the jab combos I was talking about earlier.
Oh.
Dead.
Yeah.
Wolf was not a far uppy after getting spiked. It's bad.
I didn't even know. Okay.
I'll do it too.
Just like that. It's been 20 seconds.
Yep.
It has been 20 seconds. Getting that clutch block though.
And you see, Zoo has the matchup knowledge. As soon as he puts the jab, he's like, I'm in danger from being sword carried across the stage. So he immediately left again.
Yeah. And one of the things that's interesting about Steve is Steve doesn't have a ton of poke. A lot of Steve's stuff links directly into big combos, so it's not like with Luigi, you'd be like, okay, let me get hit by a fireball real quick.
And some of his numbers are changed so that they're not as safe as they could be. Like, even with all the damage jab can do for how fast the loop is, it has a special shield data, so it's not, like, something monstrous on shield.
Yeah.
Axe is, but jab isn't. This is going to be bad. He does drop it a little bit. You can be able to carry them all the way across.
What was that a case of? Just not being fast enough on it?
You have to adjust to their SDI, and Zoo's SDIing out, and 808 wasn't compensating by walking forward faster.
That's fair.
Which is what you have to do in those situations.
Yeah, I was going for more of I think an autopilot kind of combo there. Oh, finding that, getting the tech chase.
A very fun little, like, the face glide with Elytra can get combos.
All right, getting can't go to that platform, effectively taking that away from him.
Yeah, just locked off. It is locked off to both players, but with Steve being able to set up wherever he wants after
with
Steve
has the whole left side of the stage, so you're able to do it. And we're seeing 808 play the slower style again, and Zoo's trying to contend with it, but it's just very difficult. Oh, finding that beautiful dash grab.
Another bit of matchup knowledge. Lots of Steves, especially now at kill percent, don't want that gold. And a way to say it's flashing, which means it can be used for crafting. You saw him use a minecart. He was looking for that, because that locks the gold out of being used in the crafting table.
All right.
Well, that'll do it.
That's a trade there.
Coming down, I want to see him destroy the crafting table. Yes. Now he doesn't get a free diamond.
Well,
he could have lasered at the end. I was saying he could have got tacked on for it.
Yeah. I think he had the right idea, but he just
didn't quite get the. He didn't want to overcommit to pressuring Steve still because he was dealing with Wolf.
I think it was just a bit of slight hesitation, which happens.
Yeah. Which makes sense.
Expected.
You don't want to be giving Steve openings.
No, definitely not.
That minecart's going to be a big combo. Not quite F smashing the right way.
All right, and getting the strong hit there.
That was the last powered rail. The gold's gone, so now the minecarts still won't be killing.
All right,
now see, that was smart because Steve had to leave eventually. There's a TNT there.
Yeah, so you get the extra damage on, you pressure it, and then you can kind of force your way into it. That being said, 808 was still found a way to do it, but Wolf ledge trapping is kind of insane. So we'll see what he can find here. Finding another grab. These tomahawks are coming out clutch, and that was a hell of a match.
And I'm very cognizant of the fact that while it's hard to time, you can two-frame with down smash, and that will kill. This is dangerous, yup.
Yeah.
Not much you can do there. You had to be mashing faster, which he wasn't getting hit by the minecart, but especially at higher percent, Steve is just going to follow the minecart, wait for you to pop out, and that big pop-out animation, spike.
Yeah, just into the floor you go.
Fair spikes are pretty... That's what they're good at, is being able to position them easier.
Yeah. It was a strong showing from Zoo. It really was.
It was a close game, all of them.
Yeah. It was just...
And the adaptations to each other was what was really showed off in that game.
Yeah, it felt like small little... Honestly, it felt to the last interaction, it felt like it was a toss-up. It was just... He got outplayed that one time.
He did a very good job of, like, especially